Good evening, everyone. Greetings, DCSD parents, and welcome to tonight's DCSD Tech Cafe, in which we will introduce the Microsoft Office 365 apps. I am Brandy Pryor, and I'm the Instructional Technology Specialist for Region 5, and I am so excited to present this presentation with you tonight. I also have on the line Miss Ashley Barnett, and Miss Barnett is the Instructional Technology Specialist for Region 7. Thank you again so much for joining us, and we're going to go ahead and get started. To maximize this webinar, it is best to log in using a laptop or a computer. If you have any questions, please type them into the Q&A section. That Q&A section is being monitored by members of Title I Parent Center, those facilitators, and instructional technology. Questions are being recorded, and then some answers will be provided in the Q&A. Now, attendees, parents, you do have access to use live captions with Microsoft Teams. So if you are interested in that, you would just select the caption subtitle buttons or that icon in your video controls, and then just choose the language that you prefer. By the end of tonight's session, participants will learn about Microsoft Student Advantage and then also learn how to download the Office Suite on your devices. The Cobb County Schools provides the Microsoft Student Advantage program to students and parents. This program provides free access to Office 365 for the Cobb County School District students. The Office 365 Student Advantage includes access to all of these tools. Microsoft Word is the first one. Microsoft Word can be used to create documents, reports, letters for classwork, and homework assignments. Microsoft Word has the option to work online and share for real-time collaboration. It has basic spelling and grammar editing, along with numerous ready-made templates. We also have Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel enables users to format, organize, and calculate data in a spreadsheet. By organizing the data using software like Excel, data analysts or our students and others can make information easier to view as data is added or changed. We also have PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a presentation-based program that uses graphics, videos, etc. to make a presentation more interactive and interesting. Next is OneNote. OneNote is a digital note-taking app that provides a single place for keeping all of your notes, your research, your writing, and information. Everything you need to remember and manage in your life at home or at school can be placed in this one notebook. And the notebook never runs out of paper. Microsoft Teams is the ultimate messaging app for your organization. It's a workplace for real-time collaboration and communication between your students and the teachers. OneDrive. Now, OneDrive is the Microsoft cloud service that connects you to all of your files. It lets you to store and protect your files, and then you can share them with others. And you can get to them from anywhere on all of your devices. So Microsoft or OneDrive is so important. We're going to take a closer look into how it works on the next couple of slides. So before we explore OneDrive, It's important to note that what makes this hub so valuable is that it is cloud-based. What cloud-based means is that information is stored on a remote database. And remote database is just a fancy way of saying a bunch of computers that houses all the stuff for you, which you can connect to across the internet without even knowing that's what you're doing. So put simply, gone are the days of needing like a CD or a USB drive or external hard drive to store your stuff. All you need, you don't even have to store it on your computer's hard drive. So cloud-based storage means you can access anything in Office 365 anywhere from any device. We could be more flexible in where we do our work. And in the meantime, Office 365 and OneDrive is going to collect all that information from the cloud and make sure we can access it later. So OneDrive is your virtual personal storage space. You can access OneDrive from the Office 365 waffle. And when you find OneDrive on the apps ribbon, you'll see it doesn't quite look like the other apps. There it is, OneDrive. It's just a little image of a little cloud. That's because OneDrive is the cloud for Office 365. Whatever work you do in OneDrive is accessible from any device, so it's not just saved on your computer and stuck there. And by work, I do mean whatever you want to do seriously. So OneDrive offers a ton of storage, so you can create and save docs, pictures, videos, folders, whatever you need. It's like the My Documents folder on your computer, but instead of these files taking up space and slowing down your computer, they're saved in the cloud to keep your devices running smoothly. Chances are low that you'll ever run out of storage on OneDrive. So let's take a look at some of the features that will help you get started with using OneDrive. So because OneDrive houses all of your files, it's not a stretch to kind of think of it as an online filing cabinet. You use a filing cabinet to make sense of things, to find things quickly, and take stock of what you have and what you need. So as you get started with OneDrive, you'll have a chance to really kind of up your organizational game. You'll want to start by creating folders to house your files. So make sure you name your folders for clear organization. For example, files isn't a great folder name because in a year, you'll have no idea what files are in there. However, as a student, I might want to make my folder be named Physical Science Class 2022. That's a great main folder name because now I know that inside that folder, what all the files are going to relate to. And then your subfolders after that can be named like assignments or by the units or by the standard. So maybe writing essays, that kind of thing that relates to physical science. So to create new folders, what you want to do is click on this new button at the top of the screen. And from that top menu, just going to go ahead and select folder. You'll also see that I can create files like Word docs, Excel workbooks, PowerPoints from that same drop-down menu. And see that option that's called link. You can add links to websites that you use all the time. Okay, so that's right here. Of course, you probably already have files and folders you use all the time, and that's great. You can easily upload those into your OneDrive as well. So maybe you have files that are already living on your desktop or on a flash drive. You can upload them into OneDrive with no problem. What you want to do is just click on this upload button and then choose the files or the folders from your device. Okay, so your device was stored on your computer will show here, and then you can just add those to OneDrive. All right, so that's just a little review of how to use OneDrive and why it is so powerful. And we want to ensure that our students are taking advantage of Microsoft Office 365 Student Advantage. So what your students are going to do to access this, they're going to go to Clever by clicking on that Launchpad symbol on their device, or they can go to students.dekalbschoolsga.org. Once they are inside of Clever, they're just going to scroll down to My Files, and then they will see that Office 365 icon. And that's where they can access all of those wonderful tools that Microsoft Office supplies to us. At this time, I'm going to pass it over to Miss Ashley Barnett, who's going to talk to you a little bit more about what we can do with Office 365.
So now let's talk about how you and your students can install and set up the Office 365 Student Advantage. Please note, students can download Office 365 on up to 5 devices, including computers, tablets, and phones. If students are not logged into their Clever accounts, or if they are using a personal device, with your preferred web browser, go to the following website: https://login.microsoftoffice.com. So we are also going to place this link in the chat so that you can access. You will enter the student's email and password that has been provided by your child's teacher. Students will need to authenticate their accounts by typing in their S number and password again. Once the student is logged in, click on the Install Office button located on the upper right-hand side. You will have the option to download the Office 365 apps, which include Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, or you may select a different language or explore the other applications that are available within the subscription. The installation will begin. Once the application is loaded, a progress box will appear as the software downloads the final settings. Please note that the speed of your connection will determine the speed of this part of the installation. Once all loading is complete, you'll follow the steps from the wizard or the online prompts to personalize your Office 365 account and begin using your software. At this time, if you have any questions, please type them into the Q&A and we will be sure to address them. We have some additional tech cafes that are coming up. Today, we had our encore presentation for the Microsoft 365. Next up in November, we have Navigating Launchpad, and the 2 dates we have available are November 15th or the 17th. In December, we have Tech Literacy Tools Night, which will be on December 13th. In January, we have the DCSD Device Checkup and Technology Showcase in DeKalb. The dates for this session will be January 10th or the 24th. We want to hear from you. Please sign in and provide your feedback using the link provided in the chat. So I do see one question. Is the S number login and password the same as what we used during registration at the student school? Yes. So you should have a student number and you can retrieve that from the student's progress report and the associated password. If you're not sure, you can contact your child's teacher for the password. We have some additional resources. So to access this session as well as future sessions, please be sure to visit our DCSD YouTube channel. You can scan the QR code that's provided on the screen, or you may access the link by clicking it in the Q&A. I see one other question. How do you get your student credentials? You will need to contact your child's teacher if you are not sure of the credentials. If there are no other questions, thank you all so very much for attending. Enjoy the rest of your evening.